Hey guys, it's Delora Dabbles coming at you again because I actually got 2 decks in the mail today, and maybe I should have tried to do this before filming. Open it up a little bit. This is the H.P. Lovecraft Lenormand from Nemo's Locker. I'm going to destroy this box. All right, so if that name sounds familiar, it is because I reviewed the tarot deck and the guidebook that he eventually came out with. And he even sent me a print of Dagon from the guidebook. So that was nice. This is the Lenormand deck that he just came out with. Oh, the packaging looks quite a bit fancier than from his other things. All right, so Nemo has upped his packaging game. Got it. And these little stickers. All right. This is some really cute tissue paper. Here we go. The Petite Lovecraft Lenormand. Yes. And we will try to do this as smoothly as possible without damaging the box. This is some really good tight shrink wrapping. There we go. Yes. Now, he has only posted like a couple of teaser shots of this. So I am just as excited as y'all are to see what this looks like. These cards are quite big compared to some of my other Lenormand cards, because I like to keep my Lenormands in a tin, and so I like to buy the super tiny ones, right? So let's just go over the size there. So this is a little bit bigger. However, I know that a lot of people don't like the cards to be super tiny. So if you like larger Lenormand cards, this is going to be a deck that you would love. But even though I like even though I like the smaller decks, this one just looks so promising to me. All right. And here we have the Rider. Clover. Ship. Yep, and I like that they're in the numerical order that we're used to seeing. Oh, the tree. Look at the detail on that one. Very spooky. Clouds. So whenever you're reading Lenormand, sometimes you will read this card directionally, and the clouds will be darker on one side. But I kind of like that there's more clouds on this side, because you can still read it directionally. Snake. And the snake is facing a certain direction, so you can still read that card directionally. The coffin. There's no directional read for the coffin, so I like that there's a lot going on there. Bouquet. And the Scythe. Again, the Scythe is another card that you can read directionally if you choose to, and it is very clearly pointing in a direction. The whip. Oh, that looks really gnarly. That looks super gnarly. If it didn't say whip down here, I wouldn't have realized it was the whip. It looks like a creature's tongue. Very strange and interesting. He used owl instead of birds. So this is the owl's card, which is funny because I love the blue owl Lenormand, so I like that he kept it an owl. We have the child. Now the fox is staring forward, so this one you cannot read as easily in a directional read, but the fox is more on this side of the frame, so you could read it directionally as he's looking that way. Now the bear, interestingly enough, some decks you can read the bear directionally and some decks you can't, but because the bear is obviously facing this direction, you can read the bear directionally with this one if you want to. The star. Kind of like how it got the wild American landscape here. With the canyons and then the farmland. That's a really, really nice touch. And we have the stalk. The dog. I like this one because the dog is a loyal friend. However, in this picture, he's kind of taking on more of the protective role that we see dogs play in our lives. So that's nice. That's very different. The tower. The garden. This one looks ominous. Like, well, they all look a little bit ominous. Yeah, this definitely screams obstacles to me, and that's what the mountain is all about in the Lenormand. Oh, the pathways card. I like how he called it the fork, but this one is super easy to read directionally, right? Because you've got the forks going off on either side, whereas sometimes the forks go off on the same side. I like how you can do some really fun directional reading with that. Rats. Oh, the rats. So the heart is all about like desires, right? And so the arrow through this one is a nice touch. However, if you're not used to Lenormand, you might think that this has more of a 3 of hearts connotation from the tarot and is less about desires and what you really want. When this card pops up in the Lenormand reading, that's what it's speaking to. Your desires and what it is that you really want. The ring. As you can see, a lot of the cards in the Lenormand are not read directionally, but he got most of the directional cards right, which is all we can really ask for in these new Lenormand decks that are coming out. And I really like the book card here because the book is about things that you don't know, and it's obviously the Necronomicon. Letter. All right, gentleman and lady. So the lady is very clearly facing a specific direction, but the gentleman is not. In a Lenormand deck, you want them to look at each other, but he's facing more forward. So that makes directional reading in relationships a little bit difficult. However, I've seen this photo of H.P. Lovecraft himself, and I see what the artist was going for. But I might need to finagle out a way to know that he should be facing that direction. You know what I mean? Or this direction, just like, you know, I need to figure out a way to read that more directionally. And that's a pretty big one. All right, lilies and the sun. And oh, I like that moon card. That is super spooky. That is super spooky. And the fish, of course, he had to have it be an eldritch horror fish person. I like that the anchor is at the bottom of the sea. Yes. Oh, and this is the cross of a gravestone, because the cross card is, that's all your, like, your challenges, like, that aren't like obstacles like the mountain. These are like the core, serious challenges, like something is standing in your way and is unmovable. All right. Wonderful. And we have, oh, cool. Instead of coming with a booklet that tells you things, it comes with cards. Very nice. The Lovecraft Lenormand. Here one finds what fates the old ones have in want for them. The Lovecraft Lenormand is dedicated to the memory of the great horror writer Howard Phillips Lovecraft and the famous cartomancer Mary Ann Lenormand. The deck is a traditional petite Lenormand consisting of 36 cards, but with a tasteful Lovecraftian aesthetic. If the Petite Lenormand is new to you, there is a treasure trove of information available on the internet and in numerous published works. I hope that you enjoy using this deck as much as I enjoyed making it. Nemo, August 2021. And here he has the meanings of the cards for all of them. Very, very nicely done. Now, this is quickly going to be one of my favorites. I'm going to edge this in black. I'm going to have lots of fun with it. But I will say what I already know a lot of traditional Lenormand readers are going to say, and that is the fact that the lady and the man do not look at each other is going to really, really peeve them. That's really, really going to peeve them. I am more of a flexible reader, right? And I like to take the decks as they come, right? That being said, I probably won't use this for so many romantic readings. I'll probably use these more for my own personal readings or readings for friends that I know love the weird shit, right? But I'm probably not ever going to use this deck for couples readings simply because the man is not looking directly at the woman. Maybe I can try to remember from that tear or that scar or whatever, but that's making quite a big jump, a big leap there, you know. If he were to do another edition, maybe he would fix that. And if he does fix it, I will get the new one too as well. But still, all in all, I don't do a lot of couples readings with Lenormand. So this is still going to be a main staple of my collection personally. I hope that you guys did enjoy this review. I like the box. He doesn't usually do a tuck box. His decks come in a, you know, those boxes that the lid fits over like this. So this is actually a very nice little tuck box. And I cannot wait to use this later for my own grand tableau. So yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys think of this in the comment section down below. I will have nemoslocker.com put down in the description box, so if you want one, you can get one. I literally just ordered this and it came in the mail so quickly. Like I was not expecting this one to come in. And my other one, my King of the Hill Tarot, also wasn't supposed to come in till Wednesday, but I got it today. So today has just been a very, very lucky day of deck acquisitions. Until next time, happy dabbling, happy shuffling, and bye-bye.